Hello there, Gary here. Well, just got off the phone talking to somebody who was wondering what could he pay for rent. It's a really good question, and it's one of the reasons we built this software so you can do that. So I've got a crop plan up here. It's a bit of a test, and what I want you to look at is the summary down here in the bottom as to where this is at. It's 4,900 acres. He's got 1,400 rented. His total farm profit is $469,700 and farm profit about $95. Fixed costs $142. Total rent paid about $116,000, and his cash rent payment is $82.68 an acre. So I was looking at this and saying, wow, those are some big rents. What can we do? Well, interestingly enough, he phoned and said, well, another 640's come up. How much can I pay for it? And I said, wow, well, you're already paying $97 for some of it on the lentil land. Yeah, that's a one-year deal, and I'm going to sit on that. But this, I think I got to look at longer. And I said, well, let's take a look at what it does. So we looked at the crops, and what he's got here is a crop, is a plan with basically spring wheat, Argentine canola, red lentils, 2-row barley, and then he threw in a crop of peas and soybeans on either side just to see what they looked like. And you don't need to put any acres in to see what they look like. And let's just scroll down and take a look at where they sit as far as profitability goes. When you get down here in the medium yield, you can see the soybeans would be 46, spring wheat about 76, 150 for canola, $50 for the lentils, $50 for the 2-row, and $50 for peas. It's a bit of an interesting mix. And a loss at the low yield in just about all of them but one. So look at this. Let's put it in the wheat and see what he could pay for a 640. And this is what's come up. And we'll see what it looks like. And we'll be able to see this in the summary right down at the bottom here. So let's add 640 acres here and see what we look like. Well, 640 acres took us from, gosh, we better go back and make sure we remember what it was. 470,000 with the 640. We go to 625,000. Wow, that's a big difference, but we haven't got the rent in yet. So let's say the rent is going to be $90. Well, that's pretty high. We can get anything for 90, I think, but let's say it's $80 and we're going to throw $12 fuel on it. So we're going to make the rent 92 just so that we're covering off $12 for fuel. And what do we got? Well, my goodness, we went up $100,000 for doing 640 acres. Wow, not everybody can do that. And to do an extra section isn't going to take that much time. Fixed costs are now dropped to 126, which is what really makes this work, because when you go down here now and look at the crop profitability, is that we've got a lot more margin than everything else as well. By adding that on, we lowered the fixed costs on all the other crops. And we don't have these out of the red yet, but they're better off than what they were. Food for thought. So when you hear these outrageous rents, it really depends on your situation as to how much you can pay. So have a great day, safe farming, and it's time for more. Thank you.